Have you ever suspected that life isn't as solid as it seems? What if I told you that everything around you, work, relationships, money, is really just a field of frequencies waiting for a simple spark of awareness to shift? It might sound provocative, but it's pure spirituality. Most people spend years fighting for changes that could unfold in days if they understood how manifestation and the law of attraction truly work. Here's the counterintuitive part. It's not willpower or positive thinking that triggers the breakthrough. What actually reshapes your reality is something invisible, a quantum tipping point few people know about. It's like pressing a hidden button. Once you get it, your vibration changes and a new timeline starts to unfold naturally. While most keep trying harder, those who master this key watch their entire life reorganize almost overnight. Picture waking up to find that old limitations, overdue bills, stagnant relationships, opportunities that never showed up, have simply lost their grip. This isn't a magical promise. It's consciousness science in action. If you've ever felt that subtle call that something bigger is waiting for me, this is the moment to see how spirituality, the law of attraction, and manifestation come together to activate that quantum shift. To help this transformation become second nature, subscribe to the channel, like, and leave a comment. By doing so, you strengthen your own learning frequency, get fresh practices as soon as they're released, and join a community vibrating with the same purpose. Each video and every shared insight becomes another key to speed up your manifestation. Now, imagine reality as a vast ocean filled with unseen currents. Each current is a different timeline with its own vibration. Those who dive into this ocean of spirituality discover that destiny isn't fixed. There are countless possibilities waiting to be reached. The law of attraction acts like a compass, pointing the way to conscious manifestation of these realities. Yet, in practice, most people keep swimming in the same current. They wake up, have coffee, repeat the same thoughts, and, without noticing, reinforce the timeline they already know. This autopilot might seem harmless, but it's exactly what blocks the manifestation of new experiences. In spirituality, we understand that nothing is truly random. Every mental habit is a quiet invitation to a specific reality. That's why the law of attraction responds more to the vibration you maintain than to the wishes you speak. Think of someone who dreams of a new job but keeps complaining about the one they have. Without realizing it, they stay tuned to their old timeline. It's like turning on the radio and leaving it on the same station. Spirituality teaches that to change the music, you have to change the frequency. Manifestation is like turning the inner dial to a new melody. The problem is, many keep waiting for the song to change on its own. When we talk about infinite timelines, it's not just a figure of speech. Quantum physics and spirituality meet at this fascinating point. Every thought is like an energy address. If you keep sending the same location, life keeps delivering the same package. The law of attraction reinforces this truth. It's not enough to want a different reality. You need to live in its frequency. That's where manifestation becomes real, not just theoretical. Take a simple example: changing how you start your day. Instead of grabbing your phone and scrolling through negative news, begin with conscious breathing and a powerful affirmation. This small shift signals to the universe that you've tuned in to a different vibrational station. Spirituality sees these gestures as micro portals to a new timeline. Manifestation loves details, and the law of attraction moves through them. Now think about those vivid déjà vu moments when it feels like you've stepped into another life. Many spiritual teachers see these as signs of overlapping timelines. Spirituality explains that consciousness isn't bound by the clock. Each déjà vu is like an invitation to manifest something your deeper self has already experienced. The law of attraction acts as the bridge connecting those flashes to your present reality. Why then do most people stay stuck? Because body, mind, and emotions need to play in harmony like an orchestra. If only the mind wants change but the body still vibrates with fear, manifestation can't find space. Spirituality points out that it's your dominant vibration that sets the station you live on. The law of attraction doesn't respond to random words. It responds to the full symphony you emit. Ever notice how life can feel the same even after repeating positive affirmations? That happens because the subconscious, which drives more than 90% of behavior, keeps broadcasting the old frequency. Manifestation takes more than pretty phrases. Spirituality invites you to go deeper, to recondition the mind, so the law of attraction can lock on to a new vibrational address. People who experience sudden changes, like quitting a job and quickly finding a better one, often don't perform big rituals. They simply realign body, emotion, and mind. Manifestation flows when this coherence is reached. Spirituality shows that in those moments the law of attraction works almost like magic, but it's pure vibrational science. What looks like luck is really alignment. Here's a practical exercise. Before bed, visualize a specific scene from the life you want. Feel the emotions as if it's already real. This practice trains your subconscious to shift frequencies. Spirituality views sleep as a powerful manifestation portal. The law of attraction moves through that quiet space while you rest, opening the bridge to new timelines. It's worth remembering that every choice, no matter how small, reshapes the map. Taking a different route to work, for instance, can lead to unexpected encounters. Spirituality calls this synchronicity. Manifestation loves these surprises, and the law of attraction uses them as gentle messages. Keep going. You're shifting timelines. It's the invisible turning tangible. Imagine if every emotion were a password. Joy opens portals, while resentment closes doors. Spirituality reminds us that emotions aren't just reactions, they're reality commands. Manifestation doesn't rely only on positive thinking, it thrives on positive feeling. The law of attraction reads these emotional passwords with surgical precision, adjusting what you experience. For those who love science, think of quantum physics. Particles exist in a state of probability until they're observed. In much the same way, timelines stay in potential until they receive your vibrational attention. Manifestation is that energetic observation. Spirituality provides the tools for the law of attraction to select the reality you truly want to live. Nothing stops you from testing this today. Choose something simple, like receiving an unexpected message from someone dear. Visualize it, feel it, and then let it go. In a few hours or days, watch what unfolds. Spirituality assures us that manifestation isn't just for mystics. The law of attraction works even for skeptics, because it's a natural mechanism of the universe. Many people believe they're in control only when making big decisions. Yet it's the micro gestures, the tone of your voice, the music you play, the way you react to traffic, that draw the timeline. Spirituality teaches that manifestation starts in the details. The law of attraction responds more quickly to these subtle signals than to grand declarations. If you doubt it, try changing your daily playlist. Pick songs that lift your mood and notice how conversations, ideas, and even opportunities begin to shift. Spirituality sees music as a fine-tuning of personal frequency. Manifestation can happen even while you dance. The law of attraction moves in step with your joy. Interestingly, the universe doesn't understand the word no. When you think, "I don't want financial problems," you're still sending out the vibration of problems. Spirituality warns, always frame your intentions in the positive. Manifestation is like a GPS. It needs clear coordinates. The law of attraction responds best when you say, "I choose abundance," instead of, "I don't want debt." The same logic applies to relationships. Instead of asking for the right person to show up, live as if love is already part of your everyday life. Spirituality shows that manifestation depends on coherence, acting, feeling, and thinking like someone who already enjoys what they desire. The law of attraction then opens the way for meaningful connections. Even your physical environment plays a role. A cluttered room can mirror a cluttered mind. In spirituality, tidying up is a way to realign frequencies. Manifestation thrives in clean, open spaces, and the law of attraction notices every detail, from the scent in the air to the brightness of a freshly aired room. Changing your surroundings is a powerful way to shift timelines. Some teachers recommend lighting candles or using crystals, not as superstition, but to anchor new vibrations. What matters isn't the object itself, but the intention behind it. Spirituality sees these rituals as physical reminders. Manifestation benefits from them because the law of attraction picks up any symbol that strengthens a new reality. When unlikely coincidences appear, like running into an old friend just as you were thinking about them, It's a sign that timelines are weaving together. Spirituality calls this universal confirmation. At that point, manifestation becomes almost tangible. The law of attraction turns simple coincidences into evidence that you're on the right path. It's fascinating to realize that none of this is fantasy but a natural mechanism. Just as gravity works whether or not you believe in it, spirituality shows that manifestation operates around the clock. The law of attraction is a universal law, and ignoring it doesn't make it disappear. The invitation is to use this force consciously. The more you enjoy the process, the faster everything aligns. Lightheartedness, gratitude, and curiosity are high-vibration fuels. Spirituality suggests that laughter opens portals that manifestation loves. The law of attraction responds best when the journey feels light, not heavy. Laughing is literally stepping into a new timeline. These insights are only the surface of a much deeper dive. As we understand how our dominant vibration shapes reality, we naturally reach the next point. The signal we send carries more power than any spoken wish. This is where the journey moves toward understanding the mu dominant signal over desire. Here's a subtle truth many overlook. The universe doesn't respond to words, but to the real frequency within you. Spirituality shows that while someone says, "I want to prosper," their inner vibration may be shouting, "I'm afraid of lack." That mismatch makes the law of attraction seem ineffective. In such cases, manifestation aligns more with fear than with wealth. That's why the dominant signal always overrides the words. Think of someone who repeats, "I am healthy," yet keeps habits that cause fatigue. The body sends a conflicting frequency, and the law of attraction picks up on it. In spirituality, this is called vibrational noise. Manifestation needs a finely tuned orchestra, mind, emotion, and action, playing the same melody. Words alone are like a single note out of tune. That's also why many say, "I deserve true love," but stay in draining relationships. The quantum field hears the real message: I accept less than I deserve. Spirituality urges us to look beyond what we say. Manifestation depends on what we tolerate every day. The law of attraction reads actions as far clearer commands than pretty phrases. A simple exercise can help you spot your dominant signal. Notice your first emotions in the morning. If your first thought is worry, it's a sign that the frequency of scarcity is active. Spirituality teaches you to reprogram that moment by creating an atmosphere of gratitude. Manifestation loves powerful beginnings, and the law of attraction responds with opportunities that match that awakening. Many people wonder why visualizations don't work. The reason is they still carry the feeling of, "I don't have it yet." Spirituality shows that the universe picks up on the feeling, not just the image. For manifestation to happen, you need to feel as if it's already real. The law of attraction then finds the fastest path to bring the experience into form. Consider someone seeking financial stability but spending hours checking bills in fear. That daily habit sends out the energy message: my finances are unstable. Spirituality warns that focusing on the problem only grows the problem. Manifestation happens when attention shifts to the solution. The law of attraction is literal. It expands whatever you feed with emotion. Interestingly, the conscious mind doesn't run the show alone. Neuroscience studies reveal that the subconscious drives most of our choices, about 95% of them. Spirituality agrees. To create lasting change, you need to train that deeper level. Manifestation only holds when the law of attraction finds a coherent vibrational ground. One powerful practice is to write down small proofs of progress every night, no matter how minor. This feeds your brain evidence that good things are happening. Spirituality sees these records as energetic seeds. Manifestation strengthens when the subconscious has positive data to work with, and the law of attraction amplifies that fertile field. Another key factor is body language. Drooped shoulders and shallow breathing tell the universe you're tired or defeated. Spirituality recommends aligning your posture as if you've already achieved what you want. Manifestation reads every gesture as a frequency antenna. The law of attraction listens to your body more than your words. This isn't about pretending, it's about embodying. Lifting your head, smiling, and breathing deeply are ways of saying, I'm ready to receive. Spirituality teaches that manifestation begins in the body. The law of attraction picks up on this quiet confidence and reshapes situations accordingly. Small physical shifts create powerful energetic waves. The music you listen to also sends strong signals. Songs about loss or anger reinforce scarcity patterns. Spirituality suggests playlists that raise your vibration, like mantras or uplifting melodies. Manifestation loves high-quality sound frequencies. In this case, the law of attraction can turn a simple listening habit into a key for change. Even your sense of humor makes a difference. Frequent complaining is like signing a contract with the old reality. Spirituality invites you to use speech to build, not erode. Manifestation follows the trail of words you choose. The law of attraction understands every complaint as a hidden request to keep what bothers you. Ever notice how optimistic people seem lucky? That's pure vibrational physics. They broadcast a dominant signal of confidence. Spirituality sees this as proof that manifestation naturally follows an inner stance. The law of attraction makes no distinction between faith and joy. For the universe, it's all frequency and action. To strengthen that confidence, many teachers recommend an anchoring technique. Pick an object, like a ring or a necklace, and link it to a feeling of victory. Each time you touch it, your body reactivates that vibration. Spirituality treats this as a shortcut to higher states. Manifestation responds as if you pressed an invisible button that the law of attraction recognizes. It's important to see that the universe isn't impressed by excessive effort. It responds to ease. Spirituality reminds us that the more relaxed the vibration, the smoother the manifestation. The law of attraction reads that lightness as proof of trust. It's like saying, I know it's already mine, so I don't worry. Picture a farmer who plants seeds and doesn't keep digging to see if they sprouted. He trusts the process. That's the attitude spirituality suggests. Manifestation needs active patience, not anxiety. The law of attraction reacts to this practical faith, where steady care replaces restless urgency. Some wonder if they need hours of meditation. The answer is no. Just a few minutes of genuine stillness can be enough. Spirituality values the quality of inner contact over quantity. Manifestation isn't measured in minutes but in vibrational intensity. The law of attraction senses the purity of each aligned second. Food is another kind of signal. Ultra-processed meals can create sluggishness, lowering your frequency. Spirituality recommends fresh, colorful, nutrient-rich foods. Manifestation thrives because a clean body is a clean antenna. The law of attraction tunes in more precisely when your fuel is high vibration. Another powerful practice is advanced gratitude, thanking life for something before it arrives and feeling it as if it already has. Spirituality calls this active faith. Manifestation expands in this paradoxical space. The law of attraction interprets such emotion as proof that the desired reality already exists. Finances reflect the dominant signal as well. Spending every cent with fear is like requesting more scarcity. Spirituality encourages setting aside even a small amount for acts of generosity, even in tight times. Manifestation takes this as, I trust abundance. The law of attraction answers with fresh inflows. Friendships matter too. Conversations full of complaint or sarcasm drag down your frequency. Spirituality invites you to choose uplifting environments. Manifestation blooms in fertile ground. The law of attraction senses the group's average vibration and delivers experiences to match. Here's a curious detail. The universe pays special attention to how you feel at the end of the day. Falling asleep in gratitude is like mailing a letter with the right address. Spirituality considers sleep a creative laboratory. Manifestation uses that time to align realities. The law of attraction keeps working while you dream. Realizing that the dominant signal outweighs the desire itself changes how you act. Instead of forcing results, you begin to cultivate inner coherence. Spirituality teaches that it's wiser to tend your inner climate than to push outcomes. Manifestation then unfolds naturally, and the law of attraction follows as an inevitable effect. This understanding leads to an even deeper point. It's not enough to pretend confidence. You must become the version of yourself who already lives the desired reality. This is the perfect bridge to the next step, Embodiment, not pretense, where theory turns into lived experience. There's a huge difference between faking confidence and living it. Spirituality teaches that to embody is to weave the new reality into every breath. The law of attraction isn't impressed by rehearsed speeches. Manifestation requires authenticity, because energy doesn't lie. It's like putting on a custom-made outfit from your future and wearing it every day. Think of someone who dreams of starting a business, but acts as if waiting for a miracle. Dressing like an entrepreneur without changing daily decisions is just theater. Spirituality shows that manifestation happens when every gesture, from financial planning to the way you speak with clients, confirms the new identity. The law of attraction only responds when performance becomes a way of life. A good test is to look at your daily routine. Someone who says they want health but keeps late-night erratic habits is still just wishing. Embodiment means letting the body live the change, sleeping well, staying hydrated, exercising. Spirituality sees these choices as sacred acts. Manifestation understands that everyday life is the real stage. The law of attraction responds when the play is real. Money management is another clear example. Declaring, "I am prosperous," while hoarding every penny in fear is just pretense. Spirituality suggests small acts of generosity to train abundance. Manifestation flows when you prove with action that you trust. The law of attraction moves in direct proportion to your courage to act. Consider the space around you. A messy room tells a vibrational story. If your new timeline includes balance and success, your environment needs to reflect that energy. Spirituality views organization as a silent prayer. Manifestation notices every detail. The law of attraction treats every out-of-place object as an invitation to old patterns. Embodiment is emotional too. Smiling for the camera while feeding silent resentments won't work. Spirituality teaches that emotions are the soul's purest language. Manifestation depends on emotional coherence. The law of attraction looks beyond the face. It reads the heart's vibration, not a practiced smile. It's common to wonder, what if I don't feel ready? Spirituality's answer is clear. Start small. If you want to be a writer, write 1 page a day. Manifestation doesn't demand giant leaps. The law of attraction responds to every small, genuine action. The key is to live today, what truly fits today, with authenticity. Simple practices help. Take a walk imagining yourself already living the new life. Prepare meals with gratitude. Talk with friends as if the change is underway. Spirituality calls this micro-embodiment. Manifestation treats each gesture as proof. The law of attraction turns these rehearsals into tangible realities. Conscious breathing is a powerful example. Inhale as someone who has already succeeded. Exhale as someone releasing the past. Spirituality values the breath as a vibrational message. Manifestation happens while you breathe. The law of attraction registers every cycle as a reminder of your chosen timeline. Your voice matters too. The tone you speak with reveals how much you believe what you say. Spirituality recommends training your speech as if you already carry good news. Manifestation responds to every spoken word. The law of attraction makes no distinction between inner voice and outer voice. Both shape reality. The body must join in. Walk upright, make eye contact, gesture naturally. Spirituality sees this as alignment in action. Manifestation occurs when physical presence confirms the new self. The law of attraction interprets every posture as a vibrational address. Even clothing choices send signals. Dressing as someone who already lives your desired reality gives the subconscious a clear message. Spirituality views clothing as a second energetic skin. Manifestation reads these signals precisely. The law of attraction transforms style into a statement of identity. Embodiment isn't about rigidity, it's about lightness. The new lifestyle should feel enjoyable. Spirituality encourages finding joy in the process. Manifestation grows when there's fun in the journey. The law of attraction loves when the path is as rewarding as the destination. Laughter is an essential part of the new frequency. Here's a simple ritual. When you wake up, ask yourself, how does the person who has already achieved this live today? And act accordingly. Spirituality recommends repeating this until the answer feels natural. Manifestation uses the question as a shortcut. The law of attraction reorganizes your day to match that version of you. Many believe they must feel 100% confident before taking action. In truth, action builds confidence. Spirituality reinforces this. Move forward even with butterflies in your stomach. Manifestation reads courage as a sign of faith. The law of attraction brings more opportunities when it sees you already in motion. This mindset even shapes conversations. Talking about plans with excitement rather than fear changes the energy. Spirituality calls this verbal prophecy. Manifestation accelerates when your words confirm what your soul has already chosen. The law of attraction hears enthusiasm as a direct command. This isn't about putting on a show. Embodiment is natural, not theatrical. It's like learning to drive. At first it takes effort, then it becomes part of who you are. Spirituality shows that manifestation needs this kind of flow. The law of attraction knows when change has stopped being forced. An effective technique is embodied visualization. Instead of only imagining, physically move inside the scene. Sit in the chair of your dream office. Speak as if you're already there. Spirituality sees this as an energetic rehearsal. Manifestation turns the exercise into reality. The law of attraction loves this kind of practical preview. Even how you spend time matters. If you want to write a book but spend hours on social media, the universe understands that your priority lies elsewhere. Spirituality insists that your schedule is a document of faith. Manifestation follows what the clock confirms. The law of attraction responds to what you truly honor with your time. Friendships are another mirror. Connecting with people who already live in ways similar to your goals strengthens the new vibration. Spirituality calls this a collective field. Manifestation speeds up when your surroundings support the shift. The law of attraction senses the group's average frequency and fine-tunes your experiences. The same is true for what you consume mentally. News full of tragedy keeps the mind on high alert. Spirituality suggests daily doses of uplifting content. Personal growth books or inspiring talks. Manifestation uses this input as nourishment. The law of attraction tunes in to whatever most fills your senses. Small daily gestures like giving thanks before meals or taking a few minutes for conscious breathing act as embodiment codes. Spirituality calls these habits vibrational anchors. Manifestation needs them to stay steady. The law of attraction responds with ever clearer synchronicities. The key insight is that pretense creates tension, while embodiment creates peace. Spirituality knows that peace signals alignment. Manifestation flows where serenity reigns. The law of attraction reads inner stillness as the strongest confirmation that the new reality is already yours. With this solid base, the next step naturally unfolds. Understanding why, even when you do everything right, the mind sometimes sabotages the process. This brings us to resistance and conditioning, where the journey through the law of attraction and manifestation gains even deeper layers. Why do so many feel pulled back even while taking the right steps? Spirituality calls this resistance, an inner mechanism acting like an invisible brake. It's the mind trying to keep its comfort zone. Manifestation isn't the enemy of this force, but it must become stronger than it. For the law of attraction to work, you need to see what lies behind the block. Resistance often hides behind logic. It's not the right time, or I'll wait until I'm ready. In reality, it's fear. Spirituality teaches us to spot these phrases as defenses of the old self. Manifestation requires courage to move through discomfort. The law of attraction notices when caution is really fear in disguise. Conditioning starts early. Childhood messages like, money doesn't grow on trees, or it's dangerous to dream big, stay etched in the subconscious. Spirituality warns that these ideas become energetic tracks. Manifestation meets invisible walls when these programs keep running. The law of attraction needs those codes rewritten. One effective technique is to write down old beliefs and, beside them, new affirmations of abundance. Spirituality calls this conscious reprogramming. Manifestation gains power when the brain has fresh scripts. The law of attraction then follows these new vibrational coordinates instead of old fears. Body chemistry also plays a part. Stress hormones create habits of urgency and worry. Spirituality recommends deep breathing to lower cortisol. Manifestation needs a calm body to operate. The law of attraction responds best when your nervous system isn't on constant alert. Notice how, when you try something new, thoughts like, "This is impossible," pop up. That's conditioning speaking. Spirituality suggests welcoming the thought without obeying it. Manifestation happens when you listen without submission. The law of attraction recognizes the courage to act in spite of doubt. Many confuse resistance with bad luck. In fact, it's just an automatic program. Spirituality shows that when you change routines, the old mind feels threatened. Manifestation demands persistence so the new pattern can stabilize. The law of attraction needs that consistency to redraw reality. The body remembers emotions. Someone who has lived through trauma might react with fear even in safe moments. Spirituality invites practices like yoga or mindful walking to release these memories. Manifestation needs a body free of old alarms. The law of attraction reads each breath as a signal of renewal. Procrastination is another clear example. Delaying a project often means fearing you're not good enough. Spirituality calls this self-sabotage. Manifestation grows stronger when you take the first step without waiting for certainty. The law of attraction responds to action, not hesitation. Conversations with negative people reinforce conditioning. Every word is like an anchor. Spirituality recommends surrounding yourself with voices that lift you up. Manifestation flourishes in fertile soil. The law of attraction senses the group's average vibration and adjusts opportunities to match. Even food matters. Sugar and ultra-processed items can heighten anxiety and feed old patterns. Spirituality suggests fresh, natural meals. Manifestation needs a calm body. The law of attraction encounters less static when your inner chemistry supports serenity. Resistance can also appear as perfectionism. Everything has to be perfect before I start. Spirituality reminds us that perfection is just delay in disguise. Manifestation happens when you move forward with what you have. The law of attraction rewards movement, not flawless preparation. A powerful practice is the 5-second rule. When a good idea comes, count to 5 and act. Spirituality sees this as a way to breaking the pattern. Manifestation takes advantage of this brief window of courage, and the law of attraction recognizes quick action as proof of decision. Meditation is another way to retrain the mind. It doesn't require hours. 5 minutes can already help dissolve old conditioning. Spirituality sees silence as mental detox. Manifestation uses that clear space to settle in, and the law of attraction aligns more precisely. Even your way of walking reveals resistance. Dragging your feet signals hesitation. Spirituality suggests walking as someone who knows where they're headed. Manifestation responds to each confident step, and the law of attraction amplifies the path. Write down moments when you feel you don't deserve something. That's a core belief. Spirituality advises transforming it into, "I am worthy of good things." Manifestation needs this new signature. The law of attraction then rearranges circumstances to reflect that worthiness. Sleep is fundamental. Too little rest keeps the brain in defense mode. Spirituality considers sleep a ritual of renewal. Manifestation depends on deep nights for the subconscious to do its work. The law of attraction keeps acting while you dream. Resistance loves to hide in distractions, endless phone scrolling or binge-watching shows. Spirituality suggests conscious breaks. Manifestation grows when the mind has room to create. The law of attraction needs clarity to act with precision. Daily gratitude helps dissolve scarcity conditioning. Write down 3 things you're thankful for when you wake up and before bed. Spirituality sees this as an energetic reset. Manifestation becomes inevitable when the mind grows used to noticing what's already good. The law of attraction expands whatever you value. Your physical space is a mirror. Closets full of unused items symbolize mental attachments. Spirituality recommends donating what no longer serves you. Manifestation loves open space. The law of attraction treats every organized drawer as an invitation to the new. Resistance can also show up as haste. Wanting instant results creates frustration and blocks the flow. Spirituality teaches trust and right timing. Manifestation unfolds at the universe's pace. The law of attraction responds better to patient confidence than to anxiety. Talking with people who have already overcome similar challenges is another form of reprogramming. They serve as living proof that change is possible. Spirituality values these meetings as synchronicities. Manifestation gains strength from real examples. The law of attraction uses these stories as fuel. Understanding that resistance isn't an enemy but a sign of growth changes everything. Spirituality reminds us that every new level requires new codes. Manifestation becomes more stable when you welcome the process. The law of attraction follows each step of this evolution. This understanding sets the stage for something even more intriguing: the role of quantum physics and neuroscience in creating reality. The next dive reveals how the observer effect and subconscious processes sustain all manifestation, and the law of attraction itself. Quantum physics says that particles exist in a state of probability until someone observes them. This changes everything. Spirituality sees in this principle the foundation of manifestation. The law of attraction acts as a conscious observer, turning possibility into reality. It's not magic, it's science applied to daily life. Each thought is like a laser pointing toward an outcome. Neuroscience shows that about 95% of human behavior is directed by the subconscious. Most of what you observe happens without noticing. Spirituality explains that this is why manifestation requires training at a deep level. The law of attraction can create new realities only when that hidden base is aligned. Think about learning to drive. At first, it's deliberate. Later, the body takes over. The same is true of emotional patterns. If the mind has learned to expect scarcity, it will steer life on autopilot. Spirituality suggests reprogramming that software. Manifestation depends on new commands. The law of attraction then changes the route. A practical step is writing goals by hand. This simple act activates the hippocampus and helps the brain recognize new possibilities. Spirituality regards writing as an act of materialization. Manifestation begins when pen touches paper. The law of attraction interprets each word as an energetic coordinate. Research shows that imagining an action and actually doing it activates similar brain areas. This explains why visualizations work. Spirituality has long understood this power. Manifestation is trained when the mind rehearses the desired scene. The law of attraction treats rehearsal as essential as the real performance. When old emotions surface, it isn't failure but neural cleansing. Spirituality calls it purification. Manifestation requires old synapses to loosen. The law of attraction supports this process, making room for new connections. The placebo effect is scientific proof of this principle. When someone believes in a remedy, the body produces chemicals that speed healing. Spirituality sees the same logic at work in manifestation. The law of attraction uses belief as fuel. Thoughts are, quite literally, chemistry in action. Quantum physics also speaks of entanglement, particles far apart that still react to each other instantly. Spirituality explains that, in a similar way, strong intentions can influence people and situations miles away. Manifestation expands through these invisible connections, and the law of attraction works in this non-local field. EEG studies show that gratitude reorganizes brainwaves, helping the mind operate in more balanced patterns. Spirituality recommends gratitude as a daily practice. Manifestation flows when the mind vibrates at this rhythm. The law of attraction translates gratitude into more reasons to be grateful. The heart plays a central role as well. Research from the HeartMath Institute shows that the heart generates a powerful electromagnetic field. Spirituality has long seen the heart as the center of manifestation. The law of attraction responds to harmony between heart and mind, science confirming what mystics have always taught. Another fascinating point is neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself through repeated thoughts. Spirituality teaches that every idea is a brick in the construction of reality. Manifestation takes shape when you consistently focus on higher patterns. The law of attraction then solidifies this new mental structure. Picture creating a mental laboratory to practice abundance. Visualize every detail, the texture of your dream home's walls, the aroma of coffee in the new kitchen. Spirituality assures that the subconscious doesn't distinguish imagination from reality. Manifestation becomes inevitable. The law of attraction recognizes each detail as an official request. Mirror neurons also play a crucial part. They imitate what you observe. That's why spending time with inspiring people is so important. Spirituality calls this a frequency contagion. Manifestation strengthens when you have uplifting models. The law of attraction responds to the environment you choose. Quantum physics reminds us that nothing is fixed. Everything is energy in motion. Spirituality describes this as life's flow. Manifestation is the dance of this malleable energy, with the law of attraction as the conductor, guiding the rhythm to match your intentions. Even breathing shapes brain chemistry. Deep breaths boost serotonin, creating well-being. Spirituality recommends daily breathing exercises. Manifestation happens as you breathe consciously. The law of attraction reads every inhale as a sign of openness. Mindfulness practice lowers activity in the amygdala, the brain's fear center. Spirituality sees this as taming the inner guardian. Manifestation requires a mind unafraid of the new. The law of attraction meets less resistance in such calm terrain. Interestingly, the brain doesn't clearly distinguish between a real event and a vividly imagined one. This is the foundation of creative visualization. Spirituality has long encouraged seeing with the mind's eye. Manifestation occurs when a mental image is so vivid that it becomes a memory of the future. The law of attraction loves this kind of rehearsal. Your entire body is an electromagnetic field. Cells emit measurable frequencies. Spirituality views the body as a vibrational temple. Manifestation uses this temple as its antenna. The law of attraction notices when every cell aligns with the new story. Even the water you drink can respond to intention. Experiments show structural changes in water molecules exposed to words of love. Spirituality has always blessed food and drink. Manifestation benefits when water is taken with gratitude. The law of attraction works even at this microscopic level. Quantum physics reminds us that reality is a sea of probabilities. Each choice is like a camera click, freezing one possibility into fact. Spirituality invites you to photograph only what you truly desire. Manifestation is this act of conscious selection. The law of attraction is the lens that focuses it. To sustain new brain connections, repetition is essential. Repeating gratitude, visualizations, and acts of faith strengthens neural pathways. Spirituality calls this sacred practice. Manifestation needs such consistency. The law of attraction rewards steady dedication. Many wait to feel completely confident before taking action. Yet neuroscience shows that action comes first and certainty grows after. Spirituality confirms. You plant first, then faith blooms. Manifestation unfolds in motion, and the law of attraction follows each step no matter how small. Understanding the link between the brain and the quantum field is liberating. It makes clear that thought and reality aren't separate. Spirituality sees this as proof that manifestation is spiritual science. The law of attraction becomes a conscious tool, not a mystery. And this dance between vibration and thought leads naturally to the next focus: energy, frequency, and vibration, where spirituality and science join to explain the invisible mechanics of manifestation. Everything in the universe is energy, from the largest star to the smallest thought. Spirituality teaches that every emotion has a unique frequency. Manifestation is therefore a process of tuning in. The law of attraction works like a cosmic radio. You only hear the station you're tuned to. Change the frequency, and you change the experience. Nikola Tesla once said that to understand the universe, you must think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Spirituality sees this statement as a key to conscious manifestation. The law of attraction is the practical application of this principle. What you feel, think, and do sends out waves that the universe reads as requests. Just look at nature. A bee vibrates to pollinate. The heart beats in rhythm. Ocean tides follow the moon. Spirituality reminds us that everything is music and rhythm. Manifestation flows when life moves in tune. The law of attraction senses whether your inner song matches what you want to experience. Emotions like fear or anger emit heavy waves, while gratitude and joy lift your frequency. Spirituality suggests nurturing high vibration feelings. Manifestation needs that energetic climate. The law of attraction doesn't judge, it simply amplifies the dominant melody you play. A simple practice is to start the day with music that sparks enthusiasm. Sound tunes your whole system, from heartbeat to mood. Spirituality calls music a vibrational prayer. Manifestation happens when sound energy clears the space. The law of attraction reads every chord as a command. Food also carries frequency. Fresh fruits, vegetables, and pure water vibrate high. Heavily processed foods, much lower. Spirituality recommends living foods. Manifestation thrives because a high vibration body is a stronger antenna. The law of attraction responds to the quality of fuel you give your cells. Even the way you speak is frequency. Words loaded with criticism weigh down a room. Spirituality invites conscious speech. Manifestation feeds on constructive sounds. The law of attraction hears every conversation as music that shapes reality. The numbers 3, 6, and 9, so often mentioned by Tesla, symbolize universal creation patterns. Spirituality sees them as codes of expansion. Manifestation can be accelerated with simple rituals, like repeating gratitudes in sets of 3 or 9. The law of attraction recognizes this rhythm as a direct invitation. Deep breathing is another frequency reset. Every inhale refreshes your energy field. Spirituality recommends breathing pauses throughout the day. Manifestation happens as you oxygenate your mind. The law of attraction registers each breath as a sign of alignment. Your home also vibrates. Rooms with plants, natural scents, and soft light raise energy. Spirituality views household cleaning as an act of purification. Manifestation needs a space that matches the new reality. The law of attraction feels every detail. The human body is like a battery. Dancing, walking, and stretching recharge its vibration. Spirituality encourages dancing even without a reason. Manifestation flows as bodily energy renews. The law of attraction treats each step as a signal of vitality. People themselves are walking frequencies. Conversations with those who radiate joy instantly lift your field. Spirituality advises surrounding yourself with uplifting encounters. Manifestation strengthens in high vibration settings. The law of attraction multiplies experiences that resonate with these connections. Thoughts are real waves, already measured by science. Spirituality has long treated the mind as a transmitter. Manifestation is the physical translation of those waves. The law of attraction decodes every mental pattern and rearranges circumstances accordingly. Even water responds to vibration. Experiments show that words and sounds can alter its crystalline structure. Spirituality encourages blessing the water you drink. Manifestation takes this as energetic refinement. The law of attraction senses the element's purity. Colors influence a room's vibration as well. Blue soothes, gold inspires abundance. Spirituality suggests using colors with intention. Manifestation happens when visual palettes reinforce your inner message. The law of attraction reads each hue as a signal of choice. Moments of deep silence create an energetic vacuum that attracts new ideas. Spirituality calls this the 0 point. Manifestation is born from this fertile stillness. The law of attraction moves with greater precision when there's empty space to fill. Laughter is one of the quickest ways to raise your frequency. Spirituality sees humor as medicine for the soul. Manifestation loves this lightness. The law of attraction catches every laugh as a burst of creative energy. Candles, incense, and crystals aren't just decorations. They work as frequency amplifiers. Spirituality recommends using them with clear intention. Manifestation employs these objects as auxiliary antennas. The law of attraction recognizes each element as reinforcement for the field. Even the way you walk down the street makes a difference. Steady, confident steps create a sound that resonates outward. Spirituality teaches walking with presence. Manifestation responds to the body's cadence. The law of attraction perceives trust in every movement. Sunsets, birdsong, the sound of rain, all invite you to sync your personal frequency with nature. Spirituality suggests pausing to contemplate these moments. Manifestation aligns when the soul follows Earth's rhythm. The law of attraction turns quiet observation into new opportunities. Technology also plays a role. Too much screen time creates electromagnetic noise. Spirituality recommends regular digital breaks. Manifestation. A rested mind is essential. The law of attraction works best when there's no constant interference. Practicing gratitude out loud multiplies your vibration. Saying, "Thank you," with genuine feeling is like lighting an inner beacon. Spirituality calls this conscious praise. Manifestation expands when joy is spoken. The law of attraction hears every grateful word as a request to repeat the experience. Understanding that energy, frequency, and vibration are the universe's language changes how you live. Spirituality shows that manifestation is a sensitive science. The law of attraction becomes more predictable when you become the conductor of this invisible symphony. Within this vibrational orchestra come the daily embodiment practices, the steady choices that shift timelines. The next natural step is to explore embodiment practices, where theory meets everyday action. True change happens in details, not in grand gestures. Spirituality reveals that every daily choice is a seed planted in the quantum field. Manifestation needs these consistent actions. The law of attraction responds more to daily habits than to dramatic rituals. Repetition turns probability into fact. Begin with waking up. Before touching your phone, take a deep breath and repeat mentally, "I am the reality I choose." Spirituality sees this simple phrase as a key to alignment. Manifestation starts with the first thought of the day. The law of attraction catches that signal and arranges the unseen schedule. Conscious walking is another powerful practice. Feeling each step anchors the body in the present. Spirituality teaches that presence is a portal. Manifestation flows when the mind stops wandering to past or future. The law of attraction responds to this state of now. Eating is also an act of embodiment. Choosing fresh, colorful, nourishing meals signals self-love. Spirituality treats the kitchen as an altar. Manifestation understands that caring for the body is preparation for caring for your dreams. The law of attraction translates every healthy meal into creative vitality. In finances, small acts of trust create waves of abundance. Paying a bill with gratitude instead of fear changes the vibration. Spirituality recommends blessing every payment. Manifestation reads this as, "I trust abundance." The law of attraction answers by opening new streams of income. Opening the heart is another essential practice. This can mean heartfelt conversations, silent forgiveness, or simple acts of kindness. Spirituality calls it expansion of the emotional field. Manifestation flourishes in this fertile ground. The law of attraction knows that those who give love already live in love. Organizing your home is a powerful exercise. Keeping only what serves a purpose sends a message of detachment. Spirituality sees every clean drawer as a practical prayer. Manifestation needs physical space to land. The law of attraction interprets order as an invitation to the new. Journaling, especially a gratitude diary, is a classic. Writing positive experiences before bed reprograms the subconscious. Spirituality recommends this as mental hygiene. Manifestation continues while you sleep. The law of attraction works with the words you leave on the page. Moments of deep silence are indispensable. Sitting quietly for a few minutes lowers inner noise. Spirituality calls this an energetic reset. Manifestation needs this pause to reorient. The law of attraction finds its path when the mind is clear. Practicing everyday generosity, a compliment, a smile, a small donation, raises your frequency. Spirituality sees each gesture as an investment in the quantum field. Manifestation multiplies when the heart shares. The law of attraction responds by multiplying reasons to be grateful. The 4-7-8 breathing technique is another useful tool. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Spirituality considers this rhythm a reset button. Manifestation is strengthened when the nervous system is calm. The law of attraction reads tranquility as a sign of trust. Morning sunlight, even for a few minutes, helps regulate hormones and mood. Spirituality calls sunlight spiritual vitamin. Manifestation needs this pure energy. The law of attraction responds to a body in tune with nature. Research shows that listening to natural sounds lowers stress. Spirituality has always recommended contact with rivers, forests, and oceans. Manifestation unfolds as you remember you are part of the whole. The law of attraction amplifies this reconnection. Taking strategic breaks during work is also an embodiment practice. Stand up, stretch, drink water mindfully. Spirituality calls this micro-renewal. Manifestation uses each pause to realign energy. The law of attraction sees self-care as respect for the process. Nurturing supportive relationships is another pillar. Spending time with friends who share high ideals creates a collective field of support. Spirituality values these connections as invisible foundations. Manifestation grows faster in rich social soil. The law of attraction responds to the group's shared vibration. Choosing readings that expand awareness is vital. Books like Think and Grow Rich or The Power of Now nourish the mind. Spirituality treats knowledge as food. Manifestation needs elevated ideas, and the law of attraction turns wisdom into opportunities. Setting small daily goals, like reading 10 pages or walking 15 minutes, builds consistency. Spirituality calls this micro-alignment. Manifestation loves gentle discipline. The law of attraction reads persistence as proof of decision. Active visualizations are another embodiment practice. Instead of merely imagining, move inside the scene. Sit in the chair of your future office. Feel the space around you. Spirituality sees this as a vibrational rehearsal. Manifestation turns play into reality. The law of attraction recognizes every detail. How you end the day also matters. Swapping negative news for relaxing music shifts your nighttime frequency. Spirituality calls this a closing ritual. Manifestation uses the night to rearrange probabilities. The law of attraction works best in an atmosphere of calm. The practice of advanced gratitude, thanking life for something before it happens, is an energy booster. Spirituality assures that this active faith opens portals. Manifestation moves ahead of these gestures. The law of attraction reads the gratitude as a reality already in place. Another powerful habit is writing intentions on water before drinking it. Spirituality believes water stores information. Manifestation grows stronger when every sip carries purpose. The law of attraction receives this act as a vibrational command. Leisure choices count too. Movies, series, and music either lift or lower your frequency. Spirituality recommends entertainment that inspires. Manifestation needs a clean inner landscape. The law of attraction responds to whatever feeds your imagination. By repeating these practices, you create a coherent lifestyle. Spirituality calls this a sacred habit. Manifestation stops being an event and becomes everyday life. The law of attraction operates on autopilot, now in favor of your new self. It's precisely within the consistency of these micro-gestures that the next theme arises. Micro-alignment and return, where real power lies not in never slipping but in quickly finding your vibrational center again. True mastery isn't about never losing alignment, but about returning swiftly to balance. Spirituality calls this micro-alignment. Manifestation depends on this agility. The law of attraction doesn't demand perfection, only readiness to recalculate the route, like a GPS. Suppose your day starts with an unexpected setback. Instead of self-blame, pause for 1 minute to breathe and reconnect. Spirituality guarantees that this simple gesture resets your frequency. Manifestation loves quick returns. The law of attraction takes the act as proof of vibrational maturity. Micro-alignment is like tuning an instrument during a concert. Spirituality sees life as an ongoing symphony. Manifestation needs these constant fine-tunings. The law of attraction responds best when the melody stays coherent, even through small detours. When you notice a thought of scarcity, don't fight it. Just breathe and replace it with one of gratitude. Spirituality calls this immediate transmutation. Manifestation strengthens with each conscious shift. The law of attraction reads the change as a new energetic address. Mistakes aren't failures. They're signs of awakening awareness. Spirituality teaches you to celebrate even the stumbles. Manifestation grows when every slip becomes learning. The law of attraction senses this lightness and speeds up growth. A helpful habit is mini check-ins during the day. How is my energy right now? If the answer feels tense, pause and reorient. Spirituality calls this loving vigilance. Manifestation readjusts quickly. The law of attraction reads each check-in as a sign of commitment. The body gives clear clues. Tight shoulders or shallow breathing signal the need for recalibration. Spirituality recommends mindful stretching. Manifestation responds to these physical adjustments. The law of attraction recognizes that the body is the first to signal when frequency drifts. Microalignment also means acting even without perfect mood. Doing something small like clearing your desk already changes the vibration. Spirituality values these subtle moves. Manifestation uses each step as a springboard. The law of attraction turns small acts into major shifts. Elevated conversations with friends on the same path help you regain center. Spirituality calls this a support field. Manifestation draws nourishment from such sincere exchanges. The law of attraction senses the group's average vibration and sends positive reinforcements. Music is another instant resource. Listening to a track that sparks joy can change brain chemistry within minutes. Spirituality recommends strategic playlists. Manifestation follows the new beat. The law of attraction reads a change in rhythm as instant reprogramming. Writing thoughts in a notebook midday is a way to empty the mind. Spirituality calls this mental hygiene. Manifestation benefits as mental clutter clears. The law of attraction recognizes every written word as a fresh start. Manifestation needs this clear space. The law of attraction works with greater precision when there's no excess noise. The 4-4-4 breathing practice, inhaling, holding, and exhaling for 4 seconds each, is a simple micro-alignment. Spirituality assures that this rhythm calms the nervous system. Manifestation thanks you for the clarity. The law of attraction senses the serenity and translates it into ease and flow. Even the way you walk can serve as a reset. Take a few slow steps, feeling your feet connect with the ground. Spirituality calls this grounding. Manifestation needs that physical anchor. The law of attraction reads your bodily presence as vibrational stability. Avoiding self-criticism is crucial. Judging yourself for a moment of discouragement only prolongs misalignment. Spirituality suggests immediate compassion. Manifestation flows where there's acceptance. The law of attraction responds to the kindness you show yourself. Another effective practice is recalling past victories. This activates memories of strength and confidence. Spirituality considers a well-lived past an energy treasure. Manifestation draws inspiration from those wins. The law of attraction recognizes that you already have proof of capability. Reading books that expand awareness keeps the mind fertile. Spirituality calls this intellectual nourishment. Manifestation depends on fresh ideas to keep reinventing itself. And the law of attraction turns knowledge into opportunities for growth. Recording wins and lessons in a journal strengthens the identity of your new self. Spirituality sees this as anchoring. Manifestation gains power when your story is told with pride. The law of attraction understands each written memory as proof of permanence. Celebrating small victories is another key. Toasting even modest achievements keeps your vibration high. Spirituality reminds us that the universe loves joy. Manifestation renews itself with every celebration. The law of attraction interprets the party as a sign of ongoing abundance. When challenges appear, as they always do, treat them as tests of consistency. Spirituality teaches that every obstacle is an invitation to deepen faith. Manifestation isn't fragile. It strengthens in confrontation. The law of attraction sees each challenge as proof that you're ready for higher levels. Micro habits of well-being, like walking outdoors or getting morning sunlight, help keep your energy steady. Spirituality calls this whole self-care. Manifestation needs a body that breathes freedom. The law of attraction notices harmony between body and spirit. Avoiding comparisons is crucial. Measuring your progress against someone else's creates vibrational noise. Spirituality recommends looking inward, not sideways. Manifestation flows when your reference point is internal. The law of attraction responds to authenticity. Practicing gratitude even on hard days is a test of mastery. Spirituality calls this unconditional gratitude. Manifestation strengthens in adversity. The law of attraction understands that your faith doesn't depend on outside conditions. Adjusting routines as life enters new phases is a sign of spiritual intelligence. Spirituality values flexibility. Manifestation is dynamic, not fixed. The law of attraction adapts when it senses openness to new forms of success. Moments of mindful leisure, like nature walks or creative hobbies, nourish joy. Spirituality sees healthy pleasure as food for the soul. Manifestation needs this lightness. The law of attraction responds with fresh inspiration. Creating opening and closing rituals for each day keeps your vibration aligned. It could be lighting a candle, listening to music, or writing 3 gratitudes. Spirituality calls this an energetic frame. Manifestation organizes itself inside that structure. The law of attraction works best with a clear beginning and end. Sometimes a simple glass of water drunk with intention is enough. Sip slowly while picturing cleansing and renewal. Spirituality sees water as a vibrational conductor. Manifestation unfolds in this small ritual. The law of attraction reads each sip as a signal to start fresh. Micro-alignment can also mean saying no at the right time. Declining an invitation that doesn't match your values preserves energy. Spirituality values choices that protect your vibration. Manifestation needs that clarity. The law of attraction rewards decisions made in integrity. When anxiety tightens its grip, a mindful shower works as a reset. Feel the water carrying worries away. Spirituality calls this energetic purification. Manifestation reactivates through that cleansing. The law of attraction reads every drop as a sign of release. Taking a moment to look at the sky, watch clouds, or observe a plant brings back a bigger perspective. Spirituality recommends these micro-connections with nature. Manifestation loves reminders of vastness. The law of attraction refocuses on the universe's abundance. Emergency gratitude is another powerful tool. In tense moments, naming 3 simple things to be thankful for quickly shifts your energy. Spirituality guarantees that this realigns the heart. Manifestation strengthens in the very act. The law of attraction responds with instant lightness. Recording small miracles like an unexpected invitation or good news reinforces faith. Spirituality calls this an evidence journal. Manifestation grows through these proofs. The law of attraction notices the pattern and raises your frequency. Seeing setbacks as part of growth changes everything. Every quick return builds spiritual muscle. At this pace, manifestation becomes a habit. The law of attraction interprets consistency as lasting stability. Over time, micro-alignment stops feeling like effort and becomes second nature. It's like driving, conscious at first, then automatic. Spirituality calls this vibrational maturity. Manifestation becomes a way of life. The law of attraction operates smoothly, without friction. This is exactly where the final layer of the journey opens. Sustaining the change, where the challenge is to live steadily in the new timeline and keep manifestation alive. Reaching a new timeline is a victory, but sustaining it is true mastery. Spirituality reminds us that every manifestation needs consistency to flourish. The law of attraction responds to those who treat their new reality as normal, not temporary. The key is to live each day as if this achievement has always been part of you. That means turning practices into lifestyle. Instead of showing gratitude only on special occasions, make it a daily habit. Spirituality calls this practical faith. Manifestation depends on this sacred repetition. The law of attraction interprets constancy as proof that you truly belong to this new frequency. Your physical environment must match the new vibration. A clean, fragrant, organized home supports serenity. Spirituality views space as a mirror of the mind. Manifestation feels at home where order prevails. The law of attraction translates every harmonious detail into lasting stability. Relationships need to evolve as well. Surround yourself with people who support your journey and keep energy high. Spirituality recommends circles of friendship that share your values. Manifestation thrives when your social network vibrates in harmony. The law of attraction senses the group's average frequency and strengthens the right connections. Maintaining health is another pillar. Balanced meals, moderate exercise, and deep sleep supply the energy to sustain change. Spirituality treats the body as a temple. Manifestation needs vitality to fully express itself. The law of attraction responds to a body that vibrates at a high level. Silence and meditation remain essential. Even after major breakthroughs, the mind may try to return to old patterns. Spirituality advises daily moments of stillness. Manifestation feeds on that creative emptiness. The law of attraction works best when it finds clear, open space. Reading books that expand awareness keeps the mind fertile. Spirituality calls this intellectual nourishment. Manifestation depends on fresh ideas to keep reinventing itself. And the law of attraction turns knowledge into opportunities for growth. Recording wins and lessons in a journal strengthens the identity of your new self. Spirituality sees this as anchoring. Manifestation gains power when your story is told with pride. The law of attraction understands each written memory as proof of permanence. Celebrating small victories is another key. Toasting even modest achievements keeps your vibration high. Spirituality reminds us that the universe loves joy. Manifestation renews itself with every celebration. The law of attraction interprets the party as a sign of ongoing abundance. When challenges appear, as they always do, treat them as tests of consistency. Spirituality teaches that every obstacle is an invitation to deepen faith. Manifestation isn't fragile, it strengthens in confrontation. The law of attraction sees each challenge as proof that you're ready for higher levels. Micro-habits of well-being, like walking outdoors or getting morning sunlight, help keep your energy steady. Spirituality calls this whole self-care. Manifestation needs a body that breathes freedom. The law of attraction notices harmony between body and spirit. Avoiding comparisons is crucial. Measuring your progress against someone else's creates vibrational noise. Spirituality recommends looking inward, not sideways. Manifestation flows when your reference point is internal. The law of attraction responds to authenticity. Practicing gratitude even on hard days is a test of mastery. Spirituality calls this unconditional gratitude. Manifestation strengthens in adversity. The law of attraction understands that your faith doesn't depend on outside conditions. Adjusting routines as life enters new phases is a sign of spiritual intelligence. Spirituality values flexibility. Manifestation is dynamic, not fixed. The law of attraction adapts when it senses openness to new forms of success. Moments of mindful leisure, like nature walks or creative hobbies, nourish joy. Spirituality sees healthy pleasure as food for the soul. Manifestation needs this lightness. The law of attraction responds with fresh inspiration. Creating opening and closing rituals for each day keeps your vibration aligned. It could be lighting a candle, listening to music, or writing 3 gratitudes. Spirituality calls this an energetic frame. Manifestation organizes itself inside that structure. The law of attraction works best with a clear beginning and end. Revisiting goals and updating them keeps your purpose alive. Spirituality recommends doing this at the start of every new cycle. Manifestation loves movement, and the law of attraction recognizes that you're still consciously choosing your path. Caring for your words remains essential. Avoiding complaints and sarcasm protects your frequency. Spirituality treats speech as a seed. Manifestation needs language that matches your vision. The law of attraction translates every phrase into outcomes. Practicing generosity, whether with time, knowledge, or resources, keeps abundance flowing. Spirituality sees giving as a pact with the universe. Manifestation expands when energy circulates. The law of attraction ensures nothing is lost when you share. Accepting that growth is a spiral, not a straight line, prevents frustration. Spirituality teaches that revisiting old lessons is normal. Manifestation grows stronger with each turn of the spiral. The law of attraction follows every loop with fresh insights. Seeking inspiration from teachers and growth-minded communities fuels persistence. Spirituality calls this vibrational support. Manifestation needs uplifting examples. The law of attraction reinforces the connections that sustain your journey. Even on busy days, brief pauses for conscious breathing preserve clarity. Spirituality recommends these resets throughout the day. Manifestation benefits from steady balance. The law of attraction reads every pause as a sign of commitment to your new reality. Over time, living in your new timeline stops feeling like practice and becomes identity. Spirituality defines this as full integration. Manifestation turns natural. almost inevitable. The law of attraction begins to operate as an automatic reflection of who you are. From this point of consistency comes the invitation for the next step, to create a captivating introduction that presents this entire journey of manifestation and the law of attraction in an irresistible way. Now that you've traveled through each layer of this quantum shift, what will you do with it? Will you let your old routine keep the lead, or will you prove to yourself that reality is flexible? The universe has already understood the signal you send, and it responds on the same frequency. So what's the next micro-action you'll take today to confirm this new timeline? Ask yourself, what habit, thought, or conversation can you change in the next few hours to align mind, body, and heart? Who can you surprise with a gesture of gratitude? What small decision can mark the start of your new phase? Remember, manifestation feeds not on grand promises, but on real moves that the law of attraction turns into results. If this content sparked new ideas and strengthened your view of spirituality, help this knowledge circulate. Subscribe to the channel, like, and comment. Share your experience. This isn't just support, it's a vibrational step that reinforces your commitment to the journey. And turn on notifications because every new video will bring more strategies and practices to keep your reality evolving.